everybody, welcome. This is the Seacoast Pathways podcast.
Today is January 6th.
2025. Great to have you here.
Segment 1, Tiffany's Reflection.
No matter how sad you feel, give yourself a big smile and a happy song. Yesterday, I was overwhelmed while trying to cook dinner at 9 a.m. I stopped, put everything away, and napped my day away. I woke up and very happily know that it is time for me to cook.
Segment 2, Trash Plunders with Adam and Joe.
Well, guess what? This is the return of Trash Plunders.
Trash Plunders is finally back.
Trash Plunders is making a comeback, and we started this about 3-4 years ago.
Yep.
And I guess you'll just discover what this little thing is about. Adam, why don't you tell the listeners out there what your hobby is?
So I dumpster dive and get stuff from the side of the road, free boxes, just, whatever I can find, as long as it's good stuff, I take it for gifts for friends, stuff for myself, mostly gifts for friends, things like that.
I can attest that Adam has brought in some amazing items to the Clubhouse, including a chair, some valuable technology stuff that we've been able to use. I think it was a little DVD player. So what have you been doing? What are some of your latest exploits, Trash Plunder?
So before I go to, I'm not going to say the name of the store. But it's sort of near the mall. And it's not at the mall, thankfully. But I keep finding stuff in their dumpster like you wouldn't believe. I found food that's perfectly fine to eat, still sealed. These big things of Ritz cheese crackers, the dippable cheese ones, and the same thing but Oreos with Oreo cookies. You can dip it in the cream.
Yeah.
And big, huge case. The size of a computer monitor.
Amazing.
And so they brought them home and they were fine. And
these are sealed.
They were sealed. They were 100% sealed.
They're saleable condition.
100% sealed.
They just
and the expiration date was maybe a couple of months, but it was.
Okay.
But it's crackers and cheese whiz and frosting, which basically lasts forever.
Yeah. Maybe next time you go back there and you see that, you could go in and just say, I can donate this. There are hungry people out there, and you're just throwing food out.
I don't know. They're not going to donate. I think there's some. I don't know why they don't donate.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I'm also in that trash. I just recently, a month ago, I found like 7 or 8 sealed things of Coca-Cola.
Wow.
Brand new. And I also found a little toy for my cousin.
Okay.
And that day was a monster score.
Okay. Well, how about just one, episode that you will always stand out as being, interesting or funny or bizarre? The one I always think of is that well-known little cafe downtown.
So, we've told this story in the other one, you mean. So I go in there, and so I go to Starbucks, which unfortunately is not down anymore, which stinks. But I went in there and got a coffee, and my first ever Americano. I didn't realize how strong that was going to be. So I'm drinking it. The store's packed, so I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm just going to walk around. So I'm drinking it. Oh, my God, this thing is strong. So I'm walking past the store that we're not going to name, and I'm like, I can't do this. It's too strong. I need some cream and sugar. So I'm too lazy to cross the street. So I go in there. I start pouring their cream and sugar into my coffee, and so I'm leaving. The manager, I'm pretty sure he's the manager, is staring me down. And he's looking at me, and I'm like, this is about to happen. Let's get this over with. And so he's like, sir, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? And I'm shaking. I'm terrified. I'm afraid the police are going to get called. He's like, you can't be pouring our cream and sugar into a coffee you didn't buy here. And I'm like, sorry, bro. I thought they were free. He's like, he looks at me and goes, no.
Segment 3, Emily's PSA announcement.
At Seacoast Pathways Clubhouse, we leave the diagnoses at the door, a place to gain confidence, make friends, develop skills, feel empowered to try new things. At the Clubhouse, members use their talents and strengths to keep the Clubhouse running. Do you like to cook? Come check out our hospitality unit. where members make daily lunches. And are you a social media guru passionate about writing? Come check out our membership news media unit. We help people with mental health challenges and brain injuries reach their goals of working, returning to school, and gaining independence. If you or someone you know needs support, reach out to Seacoast Pathways today. Call us at 603-570-9804.
Segment 4. Rebecca reads her story, The Dog That Ate the Clubhouse.
Once upon a time, there was a Chihuahua that lived in Portsmouth. He was a small dog side, but had a very, very large appetite. One day, he got lonely and left his apartment to visit the Seacoast Pathway. He waited outside the clubhouse for someone to arrive and let him in. Soon after he arrived, Josh came to the door and unlocked it. He smiled at the Chihuahua and reached down to pet it. What he had thought was cute and friendly dog, he realized too late that the Chihuahua was not at all cute and apparently particularly friendly. The Chihuahua opened up his mouth and meowed down and swallowed Josh whole. Immediately, it grew to the size of a large watermelon. All that was left was Josh and the key of his briefcase. So the Chihuahua unlocked the door of the clubhouse and left himself in. Joe arrived for work and found the clubhouse, but no Josh. Joe went into the kitchen and began to make a cup of coffee. He heard a sound in the back of and went to investigate. He grabbed and greeted by a rather large Chihuahua that had booted up a computer, and he was encountered and online searched for the dog a treat. Joe, who liked dogs, wondered who brought the dog in. He sat down next to the dog and reached over and scratched it in the head. Chihuahua lit its lips and promptly devoured Joe whole. It grew to the size of a desk because it outgrew the chair. It moved into the kitchen and see what there was made to eat. Patton entered the clubhouse not long after. He was about Josh's briefcase on the floor and Joe's phone on the kitchen table. He assumed they had stepped out and went over to the kitchen to the counter and the register. As he rounded the island, he saw a giant Chihuahua lapping up water off the floor near the dishwasher. The Chihuahua looked up in the center. As Patton was at the cat person, it snarled and leaped at him and swallowing him up into his shoe, which fell off his feet as he slid down the Chihuahua gullet. The Chihuahua grew to the size of a small car, and Anne came in immediately and saw this huge dog. He grabbed a treat and went over it, and Chihuahua ate the treat along with Anne faster than you can say groovy for good. It grew to the size of a truck. As Alex and the members ran in through the door, and Adam distracted the huge dog, while Alex, a giant, and Rebecca tried it up and took it outside where the other members were waiting with a dump truck. They put it in the back and drove to the beach, where they fed the monster pooch into the waiting giant shark and they ate the whole dog as it swam away into the sunset. The ghost of Josh and Joe and Patton and End could be seen paddling away safely.
Segment 5. Rob, Jim O.C., and Luke's Brothrow.
Okay, here we are. My name's Luke.
I'm Jim.
I'm Rob. And here we are at Seacoast Pathways on Monday, January 6th, 2025. It's a new year. How's everyone feeling this year?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing well too.
Doing well, okay.
Yeah.
Any things that you guys want to talk about, you want to share? Maybe we can just do a little intro about ourselves.
Sure.
How does that sound? Jim, you want to start?
All right. I'm Jim O.C., as they call me here, and I've been a member of Seacoast Pathways for 10 years now. And 10 years? No, what am I talking about? Is it? Oh, yeah, 10 years. I can't believe how time flies. So I am very grateful to this place. Off and on, I've had my struggles, and I come in here, I feel better, I'm at peace. I have good people here. We got good food here too. And also, when I first came in here years ago, it was, I had my struggles with alcohol, and it was bad, and off and on. But I did stay sober for 3.5 years, and then I messed up, and then I would stop coming here, and then I'd get lonely and stuff, and then I'd pick up again, but between Seacoast Pathways and AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, I get my strength to carry on each day, and it's not always easy, but I get through it. So I'll let somebody else talk now. So that's it. Jim O.C. signing off.
That was great, Jim.
Thanks.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
What specifically helps you in AA, and what specifically helps you in Seacoast Pathways? And do they help in the same way, or are they kind of serving two different solutions to what you're going through?
That's a very good question. Well, in AA we have a common bond that everybody's story is different, but we all have the one thing that keeps us together is the fact that we all have a problem with alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And so when and when we talk about it at the meetings, we or listen to other people, it gives us, it makes us, they say identify, don't compare, and and that's what I'm trying to do, and just by being around people that know,
What it's like.
Yeah. And it helps. And the difference is coming here, it helps just having something to do, and being around good people. And I know it's not necessary that everybody's an alcoholic here, but it's not. And we all have different problems, but it gives me a place to go and have a purpose.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
That sounds really great.
Okay.
Rob, do you want to talk about what, who you are, why you started coming here to Seacoast Pathways, what you like about it, what you don't like about it?
Well, I started I started coming to Pathways when they were at the church.
Mm-hmm. In
I
Manchester? No.
Let's see how do I explain. I was having trouble socializing, so I needed to come and socialize and be with other people and stuff, and who may have a similar problem or a different problem, and I feel that it's helped me because if I didn't come here, I would be in a hospital.
Mm.
I used to go to AA, but I don't go anymore. I've gotten into trouble, and I know I could lose my car and all this stuff.
Mm.
But I like the people here. They're understanding.
Is it the whole? I think I like what you said about it's understanding people here, and the whole goal of Seacoast Pathways to kind of leave a diagnosis at the door and not really think about it. But I think it does get brought up during the day, and you guys talk about it and what you're going through. Do you think that it's better to not really think about that stuff when you come to Seacoast Pathways, or it's okay to think about that stuff when you come here? Like, does Seacoast Pathways provide enough of a distraction to not think about it? And is that good?
Yeah.
Or is it also good to talk about what you're going through with us, with staff and members at Seacoast Pathways? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it's not good either.
Yeah.
But makes sense to me. And,
It's like we can't just be like, oh, don't talk about that. Or is that good? I don't know.
what do you think, Rob?
I don't know. I mean, if you don't talk about it, you're not gonna. Person's not gonna know what's wrong.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Well, when I come in here in the morning, I mean, I pretty much say, like when somebody says, how was your weekend or whatever, I say, I went to my AA meetings and they helped. And this place helps in a lot of things. I mean, it helps, like the free clothing thing I got over the weekend. That was because of Seacoast Pathways. One of the workers here, she called up this place called Operation Blessing, and it's free clothing and food, and so I checked it out on Saturday morning, and it worked out pretty good. Got a free meal out of it too. It was nice, and so this, they also keep you really on the right track. I mean, they don't want anything bad to happen to you or anything, and so it's pretty much just it's up to yourself too to show up, and then everything starts to fall into place.
Hey, thanks for listening. See you all again in a couple of weeks.